Please repeat this verse. Tasmad bhavantam anavadyam anantaparam sarvajñam ishwaram akuntha vikuntha dishnyam nirvinnadhirahamuhe vrijanaabhitapto Narayanam narasakham sharanam prapadye. This verse was spoken by Uddhava. He uses many special words in this. If you see, first he says you are anavadyam. He says that in this world, somebody may go to some demigod or some very big personality, and they may have a great character also. But sometimes suddenly you find some discrepancies in somebody's character, isn't it? So, in this world, it's very rare to find somebody like Lord Krishna who is supremely pure, he says. Like the sun can evaporate urine all over the globe, but it will not get contaminated. It will keep itself pure and make the place also pure. So you are like that, he says. So, you will see Lord Rama put his lotus feet on one stone and then it turned into Ahilya, you know that? In Mithilapuri entrance, did that. So Lord's lotus feet is so auspicious. Similarly, the gopis are singing that, Krishna, if dust of your lotus feet is taken on the head by somebody, their simple reactions are powdered into pieces completely. They are saying like that. So Lord Vishnu, Krishna, Ram, we will use these names interchangeably now. Which means they are like one person doing triple acting. The person is same, but they are playing three different roles. But what is the difference that I will tell you in the next section I will tell you. Now we will try to understand this one. See, Anavadya means spotlessly pure. This is what I told you just now. See, Krishna's lotus feet has 19 divine markings, of which 16 are prominent. There is a thunderbolt. Why thunderbolt? The gopis are singing. Where is the Mridanga player? Ready? Yeah. Pranata dehinam papakartanam pranataranugam sriniketanam panipanarpitam te padambujam pranakate sunaha pradivritayam. Hare Krishna together. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. They are saying you are dancing on Kaliya, and by that dust you purified Kaliya. Similarly, they are saying that if you kept your lotus feet on the head of Bali Maharaj, right? And you all know Bali Maharaj? And Bali Maharaj became pure devotee, although he was born in Asura family. His name got added in the Mahajan's list, Swayambhu Narada Shambhu, in that 12 names. So, there is another symbol. You will see Krishna's lotus feet as an umbrella, you see. What is the meaning of umbrella? Like Indra's head, above his head there is an umbrella. Very, very, very royal people, they are taken in a procession with umbrella on their head. So if you become Krishna's devotee, Krishna will make you very popular, they are saying. Lokanam Kirti Vardhana, which means he increases the fame of his devotees. Do you want to know how? Well, there was one devotee in ISKCON in the early days. He became Prabhupada's disciple. He told Prabhupada, Prabhupada, I always had a desire to, join the Harvard Business School. But the problem is I failed in 5th standard. I never passed 5th standard also. I never studied ahead. Then where is the question of going to Harvard Business School? But later, after joining ISKCON, he started giving lectures in different places. He became very famous for giving lectures on things like mind management and things like that. So once he got an invitation to Harvard Business School. So when he went on the stage, he saw in the front row all professors were sitting. And then all the students were sitting, hundreds of them. So later on he came back and said, I was wondering, I couldn't enter into Harvard Business School for studies, but now I was giving lecture to the teachers there. So Krishna has increased the fame of the devotee so much, even though he was failure in 5th standard. So Krishna can make an insignificant devotee very prominent. There was one squirrel which helped Lord Rama in building Setubandha by putting some small stone, isn't it? So Lord Rama made the squirrel popular. Now everybody knows the squirrel now, correct now? Because Lord Rama put 3 fingers on his back, isn't it? So, Lokanam Kirti Vardhanam. Then there is also a lotus, you will see. What does a lotus mean? A lotus is in the middle of Kichad, dirty, muddy pool of water, but the lotus is always pure and pristine. So devotees of Krishna can live in the heart of the city where there is, there are clubs are there, brothels are there are beer bars are there, cinema theaters are there, slaughterhouses are there. But a devotee can remain like a lotus, unaffected, chanting and doing Harinam Sankirtan in the streets and chanting the holy name and taking pure prasad and living a clean life like a lotus, correct, no? So devotee is unaffected by it. So in this way, Krishna's lotus feet has 16 markings, prominent ones, by which there's a machli also. See, there one fish. See, in the Kamadev's umbrella, the Kamadev has a flag insignia in which there is a fish. You have seen that? It's called Makaradwaja, we call it. So anybody becomes Krishna's devotee, Krishna will knock down that flag of Kamadev. Therefore, that fish is in Krishna's feet. That means it's knocked down that flag, which means people who are lusty people, they will become pure lovers of Krishna. After that, their lust will evaporate. They will not be attracted to lusty activities. Like Ajamila was a lusty rogue. He went on to become a pure devotee later on, isn't it? Like that. So in this way, Krishna's lotus feet is glorified. Anantaparam means what? In case you joined IT company where you faithfully served your boss, and you were thinking that 5 years are over now, hopefully he will make me a team lead now. You're thinking like that. Daily you stay till 10 o'clock. Just before the boss leaves, you go and smile at him. Sir, I'm still here. Please, thoda note kar ke rakhna. Promotion jab aayega tab, yaad rakhna. But what happens, sometimes after 5 years, the boss gets transferred to another branch somewhere else. A company sends him abroad or somewhere. So the new fellow comes and the new fellow doesn't know who you are. It can happen or not. But here he says, that Krishna, there is no termination of time or space for him. Once you do any activity for Krishna, it's permanently recorded and he will never forget it, he says. And Yamaraj has a jurisdiction. Only sinful living entities are under his custody, correct, no? Similarly, Chief Minister of Maharashtra, he only can rule over Maharashtra only. He can't rule over Uttar Pradesh, correct, no? But Prime Minister of India, he has jurisdiction only within India. President of United States has jurisdiction only within United States. But Krishna has no jurisdiction. He can go anywhere he wants. Like you will see here, like here he studied in the ashram of Sandipani Muni, correct, no? And then after he completed his studies, both Krishna Balaram went to Guru, you see. They're asking, Guruji, we want to give you some dakshina. What can we give you? Guruji was thinking, my Lord, these two are Supreme Personality of Godhead. How can I ask them chota-mata thing? He said, wait a minute, let me consult my wife and tell you. So he went to the Guru Mata, Sandipani Muni, his wife. So she said, we should ask something that will make Krishna Balaram very famous. And she said, ask him for our dead son back from Yamaloka. Is it possible to bring somebody who is dead back? Is it possible? And Krishna said, all right, I'll bring. So immediately he went to Yama's abode. And there he blew the shank. And immediately Yamaraj arrived there. Oh, Lord Krishna is here. Oh my Lord, what brings you here to my abode? Your lotus feet has made my abode very auspicious. And he folded his palms and bowed down to Krishna and said, please tell me what I can do for you. This is what he said. Please repeat this verse. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Guruputra Mihanitam Nijakarma Nibandhanam Anayasva Maharaja Machasana Puraskritaha. See, my Guru Putra has come here, maybe due to some bad karma, some karmic reaction has brought him here for punishment. But you bring him to me right now. Then Namaraj may ask, but what about his punishment? We have not given him yet. Matshasana Puraskrita. Write it in my account, Krishna is saying. Why? Because aham tvam sarva papebhyo. So immediately took the Guru's son and handed over back to Guru. So this is Krishna's power, you see. See, a company owner can go to a company and say that, Nikalo 20 lakh. Can he say or not? Can any of us go and say like that? Only owner can say that. So Krishna is the owner of the whole creation. So he got Sandipani Muni's son back and gave to mother. Another time, this is another pastime. Long pastime cut short, I will tell you briefly. There was one Brahman who was very angry. He was telling, there are no Kshatriyas in this land, he said. And then Arjuna was wondering, why are you criticizing Kshatriyas? Kya ho gaya aapka? Bataiye. He said, 3 children have died one after another. And then Akala Mrityu. You see, father is alive, but the children have died. Why the king is not ruling properly? That's why my children are dying. Is there nobody to protect my children? Arjuna said, sir, I promise you, when the next child comes, nobody can take your child. I will protect, he said. So he took the bow and arrow and went around the maternity ward round and round, protecting the Garbhavati wife of the Brahmana. She was about to give a child. When the new child was born, within a short time, that child also passed away. Then the Brahmana came out and said, hey Arjuna, kya bada bada baat kiya tumne? Kisi tumne kya bachaya? Ye bhi mar gaya. So Arjuna said, it's a shame on me. Now he grew fire. And he said, I'm going to enter the fire as per my vow that I have taken. And Krishna came and said, kya Parth, kya chal raha hai? What is it? He said, I have taken a vow, what to do? I have to enter fire. Krishna said, hum hai na, humko pucha nahi aapne. And he said, but Krishna, how will you get the children for me? He said, come with me. See, he boarded the chariot. And Krishna didn't search anywhere. Straight he went to the Brahma Jyoti, crossed the Brahma Jyoti and went to that Mahavishnu Loka, where Mahavishnu, he had stolen those 4 children. And he had kept them by the side. When Krishna went, he smiled and said, he said, I know very well that nobody else can come other than you. So my purpose was to bring you so that I can get your darshan. Even Mahavishnu wanted his darshan, although he's expansion of Krishna. You see? Mat darshanartam te bala kritaste namahatmana viprartam yeshyate Krishno mat samipam nachanyatha. Krishna told Arjuna, it was to see me that he, the great Mahavishnu, the Supreme Soul, stole the children. He believed that only on a Brahmana's behalf will Krishna come to see me and not otherwise. You see? That means there is no place where Krishna cannot reach. You can go to Yamaloka, you can go to Mahavishnu Loka. This is another. Once when Nanda Baba early morning was taken by Varuna Loka, agents of Varuna to Varuna Loka. So Krishna went there and brought Nanda Baba back from Varuna Loka also. Nanda Baba was amazed that Varuna is worshipping Krishna. So in this way, Krishna has no jurisdiction. That's the main point. Then Sarvajñam, he says. See, if you serve someone other than Supreme Lord, our so-called master may forget our service or become ungrateful. See, sometimes in companies what happens? You served 5-6 years faithfully your boss. When the promotion time comes, another man who is equal to you, he wanted promotion. So he goes to boss and fills up his ears. Something he says like that. Bura bala kuch to bol deta. Then after that, boss looks at you with angry glance. And you're wondering, kya kiya maine? And the boss says, I know everything. What you spoke about me or what you said about me. And instead of giving you promotion, he gives promotion to that fellow who filled up his ears. That fellow is a cheater. But can such things happen or not in this world? It happens, correct, no? Can the same thing happen with Krishna? If somebody goes and fills Krishna gears, he will give a good slap to the fellow. So you are telling me, I am in your heart, I am in his heart also. Sarvajñam, he says. So nobody can cheat Lord Krishna. Therefore, you can confidently serve him and he will know you. Even if the world doesn't know you, he will know you. Correct, no? Because he is in your heart. Sarvajñam. And if whatever is due for you, he will give you. You know the saying? Data ke darbar mein sab logon ka khata, jisne jitna jama karaya utna hi wo pata. You heard the saying? Whatever your account, can anybody cheat you? Because Krishna is the alerter. He is all-knowing. Therefore, see, one boy was telling me, Prabhuji, when I see my another friend flourishing in studies and I am not like him, I feel envious, he said. I said, why do you feel envy? Krishna is giving your quota to you and his quota to him. Imagine a computer company, if somebody did extra hours of work, they get incentive, right? If you say, hey, he is given incentive, I am not given. Can you say that? Because he has done, he is getting. So Krishna gives exactly whatever you are due, you are getting. That you should be confident. Therefore, you should always count the blessings in life. For example, all of you, think for a moment, how many of you here have 2 hands, 2 legs, 2 eyes, 2 ears, everything proper? Correct, no? Be grateful for that. To be born in a good family, be grateful for that. And to be able to be an engineer, there are many people who never get into engineering. Correct, no? They want to, but they cannot. But you got into engineering, be happy for that. And if you get placed in a job, you should be even more grateful. Isn't it? So, there are so many things you can be happy about in life. So, Sarvajñam, Lord is all-knowing. Then he's saying Ishwaram. A further disadvantage in serving anyone besides Krishna is that when we are in danger, our master may not be able to protect us. If we take shelter of our nation, that nation may be destroyed in war. If we take shelter of our family, they may also die. And as described in Vedic literature, even the demigods are sometimes defeated by the demons. Indra is in heaven, but sometimes suddenly a huge army of demons come into the heaven, attacking them. And Indra is peacefully sitting and hearing Apsaras are dancing. One Apsara is playing Veena, he is enjoying very coolly in the garden, Nandanandana garden. When demons come running, he has to catch Dhoti and run immediately. So even demigods are not free from dangers. But since Krishna is described as Ishvara, supreme controller, there is no danger of his being overcome. He cannot be overcome by anybody. There is no war Krishna has lost. He has defeated many. That's for Ishvara. Look at Draupadi. Her husbands could not help her. Kuru elders could not help her. So she called out for Krishna. Hey Krishna, hey Govinda, hey Gopijanavalabha, hey Dwarakavasin, like that she called. One more thing it is said, if anybody calls the Lord's names, Lord says, I immediately become indebted, he says. Even if you do little service, Krishna doesn't forget. This is one quality of the Lord. Like Rama also you can see, the squirrel did little service, he noted that, correct, no? Jatayu did some service of saving Sita, although he couldn't win over Ravana, still he recognized it, isn't it? Similarly, Krishna also, see, one day Draupadi gave Krishna a plate of fruits. When he cut it, one drop of blood came. Immediately she came and tore the end of her sari and tied Krishna's finger immediately. So, seeing that, Krishna said to Draupadi, what he said? Today, Draupadi, I am indebted to you. And when time comes, I will pay you back for each and every thread. Like that he said. And how he paid back. See, when Draupadi was in danger, nobody could save her. Her husbands could not save her. Kuru elders couldn't save her. But then Krishna gave so much sari, unlimited sari to her, isn't it? So, you will see that he took a small piece of cloth and how much he gave back. Think about it, isn't it? That's why he is Supreme Ishwar. Nobody can, Akunta Vikunta Dishna means his abode, spiritual world, is free from any suffering. About this, in the next 2 days, we will learn more about this. In this world, wherever you go, there is danger. There are problems. Somebody thinks that America is a country free from any suffering. People think like that, correct? No? As if, at the frontiers of America, there are people who are keeping suffering away. And people think like that. But in America, you can see a few years ago, New Orleans, how many of you heard about the cyclones? Heard about that? Katrina, Rita. I was wondering why all female names they are given, beautiful names. Rita, Katrina, because they are all agents of Durga. Correct, huh? The only name is beautiful. Ooh, it was lifting the cars up in the sky. And all the electricity was knocked down. Very heavy cyclones. And people are told to evacuate the city. Recently there was California fires, you know that? Many of you saw that? Many Hollywood actors, actresses' homes were completely burnt to ashes. So you will see in this world there is always some danger or the other. Recently Ahmedabad, 251, I think 252, two? Yeah, somebody like 249 something. So people died in a plane crash while taking off. They say some rat has bitten some wire. Some connection got lost, the airplane couldn't go up, it came down. Material world is a place of danger at every step. Whereas spiritual world, he says, Akunta Vikunta Dishna. Vikunta means no suffering. No suffering can enter Krishna Loka, he says. Therefore one should go there, like that he says. This is Krishna welcoming his dear friend Sudama. So, see, please read this one.
Best leader. He is a master strategist and tactful crisis management leader who adopts different leadership styles according to the situation and people he has to deal with. Furthermore, controlling an army of 1.53 million soldiers and warriors of the Pandava army to fight with and win against a bigger army was not an easy task.
Yeah. Is it not true? Look at this, what huge thing. Imagine if you are in Krishna's place and Arjuna collapsed, what you would have done? I was thinking, if I was there in that place, I would have taken Arjuna's bow and arrow and started the fight. And I would tell Arjuna, okay, you go back. You are a depressed fellow, you are not ready. Anyway, we will manage, correct now? But here you see what Krishna did. He motivated him to fight. Is it not true? Not an ordinary thing. Read that.
Greatest teacher. As a teacher, Lord Krishna taught the supreme truth of yoga, bhakti, and the Vedanta to Arjuna and Uddhava. Krishna proves himself to be the ideal teacher and guru of all the gurus. He patiently answered some 574 questions in the battlefield of Kurukshetra over 18 counseling sessions to
18
allow
counseling means 18 chapters. Isn't it?
to allow Arjuna to spell out his doubt, confusion, and emotional trauma before giving up his own logic and reasoning.
See, I have shown two pictures here. One is Bhagavad Gita, another one is Uddhava Gita. So both Krishna speaks. Uddhava Gita is far more exhaustive. 25 chapters in the 11th canto of Bhagavatam. Yeah. Yeah. Read that heading.
Best disciple and servant of Guru.
Correct, no? 64 days, Krishna learned 64 kalas. Daytime he would learn the skills, night he will practice. He became the best disciple of Sandipani Muni. Actually, Sandipani Muni is his own devotee only. But why he became his disciple? Just to exchange pure love with this devotee. And on the left side, you see Krishna Sudama went to forest for fetching firewood, which means he rendered seva to Guru also. He was the best disciple. Yeah?
Best joy-giving son.
We'll hear about that tomorrow more.
Most brilliant student.
Yeah. Like
Best friend.
Your friend in need. Yeah. So even in that battlefield, Krishna did not give up and go away. No? He didn't say, Arjuna, oh, you are depressed, you are not fighting, so I am also going away. He didn't do that. He inspired him and woke him up and brought victory to him. Jayastu Pandav Putranam Yesham Pakshe Janardana, it is said. Then
Best master.
Panda was always dependent on him for everything. Yudhishthira Maharaj and Arjun, Bhima, everybody depended on him. He was always available for them. Even though they were in forest, Kamyakavan, Vrishakapavan, Krishna would come always, sit with them and inspire them, encourage them. He was life and soul for the Pandavas.
Best reciprocator.
Best reciprocator.
See here, Krishna is leaving Hastinapur and he is going to go to Dwarka now. So many people are coming to send off. There's one old lady you are seeing here coming with the garland. Krishna is waiting to receive the garland, you see. Some workers are also folding palms and he is not missing them. He is wishing them back also. He is the best reciprocator of everybody.
Best king of Dwarka.
The Dwarka Vasis, I am going to very soon show you. Dwarka. In Dwarka, when he entered like this, there is one very beautiful verse that Dwarka Vasis are saying. Bhavayanastum bhava vishwa bhavanah tvameva mata suhritpati pita tvam sadgururna paramam chadaivatam yasyanu kritino bhabuvima. They are saying, my dear Lord Krishna, you are our mother, you are our father, you are our guru, they are saying. No? Actually, Dwarkavasis were very fond of Krishna. He is not only the king, for them he is like a, Dwarkadish is like the life and soul. Huh? They are all getting up and coming with different gifts. Textile man would come and give Krishna some clothes, silken clothes. Diamond person would come and give some diamond jewelry. Flower seller would come and give some best of the flowers to him, like that. They are all offering. Yeah, best?
Best worshipper of devotees.
You all know this.
Best protector.
Yeah. See, when Krishna went to Pragjyotishpur and killed that Bhaumasura, demon, after that he opened the jail and this is what you are seeing. 16,000 princesses, they were saved by Krishna. But they all said, Krishna told them all, now you all go back to your own kingdoms, meet your father, get married and settled. But they didn't budge 1 inch also. They put their head down and standing. Krishna asked, what happened to you? They said, we have been captured by this demon and brought here, you see. So nobody will marry us in this world. We are like a rejected lot, they said. Then Krishna said, then what do you want to do? They said, you only saved us, so you only marry us, they said. And Krishna said, all right. So I was giving a lecture like this in one place. There were 400-500 people, boys. I asked, is there anybody who will say, all right? Imagine 16,000 princesses are asking you, marry us. So one boy raised a hand. So then I told that boy, see, Krishna gave all of them palkis to be taken to Dwaraka. He gave them saris. He gave them ornaments. He gave them one palace. And he expanded himself into 16,000 forms and he also stayed with each of them. Can you do all these things? I asked him. Then we gave him the mic. He said, ye thoda sochna padega, Prabhuji. Another fellow, his friend was sitting next to him. He said, अगर तुम ये सब नहीं कर पाओगे तो सब 16,000 princesses साथ में आकर तुमको पिटाई करेंगे. So this is the meaning of God. When you say God, God is not an ordinary person. See, his one palace is like one TOVP temple. He can have 16,000 palaces like that. See, you may ask in Dwaraka, how will they fit in? When Lord comes in this world, there is no limitation of space and time. Space and time can expand as much as he wants. For you and me, there is space and time limitation. Correct? Huh? Like in a Maruti car, 3 people sit behind, 2 in the front, house full now. Whereas when Lord Ram, when he finished the war in Lanka, he was about to go to Dwaraka, was about to go to Ayodhya. So he boarded the swan carrier. Then Hanuman came and said, my dear Lord, all Vanaras want to come with you. But they are not 1 or 2, they are hundreds and thousands of them, correct? No? And Ram said, all right. And they all started boarding the swan carrier. So how much can you board? The swan carrier can expand as many Vanaras are supposed to be fitted. That's then the spiritual platform, there is no limitation of space and time. Lord can do miracles. The Lord agreed, we married all of them. So in this way, Krishna He's a great protector of so many princesses.
Best husband.
These are the 5 Patranis of Dwaraka. Rukmini, Satyabhama, Satya, Mitravinda, Bhadra. They are prominent ones. So we will see that when you come to Dwaraka, we will see that.
Best schoolmate.
Of whom? Yeah,
Always joyful and giving joy to his devotees.
yeah, that is his nature, yeah.
Best known for simplicity.
Yeah, even cows are very fond of him.
Master of communication.
Yes.
Ocean of knowledge.
Yeah, the Bhagavad Gita he spoke has more than 1,000 countries now. Because he can pack a lot of wisdom in a capsule form in the Bhagavad Gita.
Fully blossomed Purna Purushottam.
Yeah. Read that.
Lord Krishna is regarded as Sola Kala Sampurna and Purna Purushottam. He acted as a cowherd, a legendary guru, an obedient and brilliant student, a great king, a protector, an ideal friend, a philosopher, an accomplished charioteer, a master flute player. He gave lessons to Narada in the art of playing the veena. His flute thrilled the hearts of gopis and made all the cows gather in one place. He almost did everything and excelled at them. He was indeed the master of all.
So Krishna is called by the name Purna. Okay, now we will see the other 2 Purushottams. One is called Purna Purushottam, correct now? Other, Rama is called what Purushottam?
Maryada Purushottam.
Yeah. For Maryada Purushottam. See, these are the 3 forms which are addressed by the name. Even in the Shruti mantras, the word Purushottam is used. I'll tell you one Shruti mantra. Vedahametam Purusham Mahantam Adityavarnam Tamasa Parastat Tameva Vidvan Atimrityumeti Nanyah Panta Vidyate Ayanaya. You know what it says? Vedahametam Purusham Mahantam. There is a Mahan Purusha or Uttama Purusha. Aditya Varnam, his body is glowing like sunlight. Tamasa Parastat is beyond the darkness of this material existence. Tam eva vidwan, by knowing him only, atimrityumeti, one can transcend death. If you know one of these 3 Purushottamas and you become the devotee, one of these means these 3 are one person only, but doing triple acting, as I told you. If you know this Purushottama, you can go beyond this material existence. Na anya pantha, there is no other way, he says, vidyate ayanaya. And then he says, tam ishwaranam paramam maheshwaram, tam daivatanam paramam cha daivatam, padim patinam paramam parastat, vidamadevam bhuvaneshwamidhyam. He says, tam ishwarana paramam maheshwaram means amongst all the controllers, he is a supreme controller. Tam daivatanam paramam cha daivatam. In 33 crore devatas, he is the supreme. There is no one equal to him or greater than him. Patim patinam, leader of all leaders, he is saying. Paramam parastat, he exists beyond all, everybody. And then in this way, the Lord is glorified. Yasmat param, na paramasti kinchit, beyond him there is no other truth, he is saying. Same thing those fellows, Muslims say, la ilah illallah, they say, no? There is no one equal to him, no one greater than him. Yasmat param, na param asti kinchit. Same thing. Or we say, natat samaschab adhikashya drishyate. Adhikashya means there is no one equal to him or greater than him. Capital God is only one person only. Not that there are multiple people fighting for that post or something. There is only one Supreme Lord. So he is addressed by these 3 names, Leela Purushottam or Purushottam or Maryada Purushottam and Purna Purushottam. So, and he is the one that Purushottama's glance makes the material creation do great things. He says, with his 2 eyes, he is watching this world, which is sun and moon. The hot eye, the sun produces rain shower and the crops to grow. And the cooling moonshine fills it up with juices, 6 types of juices. Varieties of fruits and fruit juices. So therefore he is mother and father of this creation, you see, by his glance. So he produces unlimited. In this way, Maya Adhyakshena Prakriti. He is glancing at the material nature and producing wonderful things. And he is the one who helps us to digest the food also. He says, Aham Vaishwanaro, he says. So he says that, like the pearl strung on a thread, we told this, like an iron thread. See, he says, he's the essence of everything. I am the taste of water. I am the light of the sun. I am strength of the strong. Balam balavatam chaham. I am intelligence of the intelligent. Buddhir buddhimatam asmi. These are the essence, like essence of Einstein is his intelligence. The essence of this fellow is strength. Similarly, essence of the sun is light. So in this way he says, his essence. As Jivatmas we desire, but when Lord sanctions and the material nature, facility is provided by the material nature. In this way we are only tiny controller. We are like children. God is the supreme controller. We have to take his permission, whatever we want to do. When he sanctions, then material nature is like a mother who will provide. Yeah. So these are the three things we told you before, because of which everybody is suffering in this world. See, karma yoga, nishkama karma yoga means, who are you? I am servant of God. What work you do? Work allotted by God. How do you do the work? With sincerity, dedication and best ability. And what do you do with the results? I hand it over to God. If you ask Hanuman, this is what he would tell you. Hanuman, who are you? He said, Dasoham Kaushalendrasya, Ramasya Aklishta Karmanaha. Like that he told Ravana. Ravana asked, hey, Vanara, who are you? He said, Dasoham Kaushalendrasya. He said, I am servant of Lord Rama. Ramasya Aklishta Karmana. Rama is a person of high character, not like you. He told Ravana. Yeah. So in this way he said, and then he was working as a Ramadut, isn't it? So you can see here Lord Narayana, he is adored, worshipped even by all this Ganesha, Shiva and Brahma and all the great personalities. See, he is glorified as Balaji, correct now? You can see the huge crowd. It comes to Balaji temple. He's a VVVIP personality. If you go in front of him, they will catch you and throw you away. You can't take darshan for a long time, correct now? Even after computerization, still you have to go in the queue. For 5 hours at least it takes to get his darshan. So he is worshipped very gorgeously. Now, even his mukut is a few crores of rupees. So somebody may ask, why to spend such, crores of rupees for this thing? Like, one man was telling me that, Swamiji, इतना बड़ा मंदिर बनाने की क्या जरूरत है पूना में? एक मंदिर एक पेड़ के नीचे छोटा गणेश जी के लिए बनाते हैं ना, ऐसे छोटा मंदिर बना देना, he was telling. Then I asked him a simple question. See, if you are going to school, you go in a bicycle. If you go to college, you go in a bike. If you join a company, you go by car. If you become a CEO of the company, you will go by Benz car, at least. Mercedes Benz or Lamborghini or something, correct? No? Go. Similarly, when you take up a new job, you may be staying with some few boys. And once you become like a team leader or things like that, you'll take your own house, correct? No? 2 BHK, 3 BHK. And then when you become a CEO of a company, you will have a villa. Your house, correct? No? Bigger house. In proportion to the money you have, you are also increasing your facilities, correct or not? Your vehicles get better, accommodation gets better, your dressing clothes become better. Like in Pune, number 1 man in army stays in Pune opposite our temple. His name was Major General N.C. Vij. I went to meet him for inviting for Janmashtami. Between 2 roads, there is only 1 house. Can you imagine? It's a big compound between the 2 roads, lot of gardens and everything in between the house. I had to cross 50, people, security fellows who checked me and then allowed me to go. Finally, when I reached the house, I wanted to say, who is this fellow? And only his mother and father were there. They said, वो बाहर गए हैं, invitation हमको दे दीजिए, हम उनको भेजेंगे, they were saying. So difficult to meet him. Security, high security like that. So, a big man in this world, if you go higher and higher in position, you become wealthy, or when you are in a post or something, then your facility increases. Correct or not? Yeah. Now, Lakpatis have one level of house. Karodapatis have bigger house. Arapatis, Karapatis have even much bigger house. So Krishna is? So how much bigger he should have? Is it not true? See, for our president or prime minister, like we called the president of India to come to Pune for opening the temple. I heard that for these people, security, they spend minimum 1 to 2 CR every day. 1 crore to 2 crore for the security. Can you imagine? So, if you are spending so much for a human being who is actually pertaining to one small country on the surface of the globe, and there are millions of planets in this world, and then millions of Brahmandas are there, and this personality is master of all the Brahmandas, does he not deserve? Think about it. So, one should give up the envy for God. I asked this fellow, you are asking me to make a small temple below a banyan tree. Now we have to bury the ground and put you inside. If God has only this much size, then you will be you should be given only one atomic space for you to live. Isn't it? So God is such a big person. So don't be envious, because everything in this creation is meant for His pleasure. Cuckoo singing is for His pleasure. Peacock's dancing is for His pleasure. Navaratna should be taken and you should make jewelry and offer Him. Like, I was telling in one class that you go to the garden, you pluck a rose and offer it to Lord. He asked, oh, you have to offer to Lord only? Yes. Then for whom you have to offer? Otherwise you'll offer to your girlfriend, isn't it? If you don't offer to Lord, you'll offer to somebody else, correct or not? Anybody else you offer, it is temporary. It's not permanent. When you offer to Lord, of course, after offering to Lord, you can accept it. Correct, no? But the first person who deserves all offerings is who? God, because He has created all of them. So, Balaji is offered the best worship. Here it said, Eko havai narayana asin na brahma na ishano na apo na agni samavane medya aprithvi na nakshatrani na suryasa. It says in the beginning of creation, in this world, when Krishna decided to create all this material existence, only He explained as Narayana, He alone remained here. And then it is said, Narayana, it says, Narayanat Brahma Jayate, Narayanat Prajapati Prajayate, Narayanat Indro Jayate, Narayanat Ashtau Vasavo Jayante. Like he says. In this way, Narayana Brahma is coming, Prajapatis are coming, Indra is coming, Vasus are coming, 11 Rudras are coming, Adityas are coming, everybody is coming after that. You see, now I am going to tell you the difference between Vishnu, Rama and Krishna. What is the essential difference between them? Vishnu is the master who is ever ready to support and shelter. You see, this is Samudramantan Leela. See here, when demigods could not lift that Mandara Parvat, they went to Vishnu. He said, don't worry, I'll personally lift it. So he personally lifted it, put it on the Garuda's back and brought it to the Samudra, the milk ocean. And then it was not getting balanced, so he became Kurma Avatara, below. And then he gave support to the mountain. Then the mountain was steady. But still the mountain was moving like this. Then he became Ajita Avatar, in the top. So below he became Kurma, in the top he became Ajita Avatar. Then it became completely balanced. Then while when they were doing this, demons and demigods, that time Vasuki started emanating smoke. Then he put Vasuki to sleep. Then Vasuki was put to rest. Then the project continued. Then Vishnu came. Dhanvantari came. What did he bring? Amrit Kalash. And the demons were foolish fellows. They snatched this demon, they snatched this Amrit Kalash and ran away. Can you snatch anything from God's hand? If you can, that is also a Leela of God, correct, no? अच्छा आपको स्नैच करके लेना है ले लो अभी देखते हैं क्या करते हैं आप लोग. Then what did he do? Lord Vishnu now expanded as Mohini. She came and all the demons looked at her and she looked at them at sidelong glance, and all the demons thought she is staring at me only, and they thought she wants to marry me. They all thought we should be gentlemanly to her. They were thinking. And the leader of the demons gave the Amrit Kalash to her and said, see, we are all quarreling. You only divide amongst us. She said, I don't have a husband. I don't have a father. I am a single woman walking here, like a prostitute is single. How do you guys trust me? If you are giving this to me, I will do whatever I want. Is it all right? She asked it. He said, all right, all right. He. They were They lost this thing. Just see. See, from one form of Vishnu, they snatched the Amrit Kalash. To another form of Vishnu, they gave back. See, just see. After that, because they were, when she was dividing it to, giving it to Devatas, they were afraid to speak because they thought that she looked at me, she may marry me. If I oppose her, she may not marry. Therefore, they didn't oppose. Just see. So, in this way, Lord Vishnu expanded to various forms. So now, why did I show this? Lord Narayana, he is like that type of leader who is a problem solver. You have any problem, take a solution and go. Okay, mountain is not getting balanced, I will expand as Kurma or Ajita, or I will put Vasuki to sleep. So many things he did. So that type of master, he's like mother and father for all the devatas, for all the jivas. And in Srirangam is like Ranganath, correct, no? So, about Balaji, there are beautiful. See the crowd. This is Brahmotsav time. Sachaturmukha Shanmukha Panchamukha Pramukha Kila Daivata Maulimane Sharanagata Vatsala Saranidhe Parivalayama Vrishashailapate. See, that is said here. Who is Chaturmukh? Brahma. Shanmukh? Murugan, Kartikeya. Panchamukh? Shiva. And Pramukha Akila Daivata Maulimane. And all other devatas also. They all come and do Sharanagati to him. And he is Sharanagata Vatsal. Saranidhe. Because whenever there is a cosmic disturbance, they all come to pray to him and then he arranges, to solve the problem. Correct, no? Yeah. And then about Lord Ramachandra, there is a beautiful verse in the Sri Venkatesh Stotram. Sumukam suhridam sulabham sukhadam svanujam cha sukayam mogasharam apahaya garudvayamanyamaham nakatanchana kanchana jatu bhaje. Such a beautiful meaning. Sumukham, he has beautiful face. Suhridam, he has a beautiful heart. Sulabham, he is very easy to be pleased. Anybody does little service, Lord Rama becomes pleased. Sukhadam, his behavior, speech and Leela's pastimes are always happiness awarding. Svanujam, along with his brother Lakshman walking behind him. Sukayam amogasharam, he always carries bow and arrow and they are spotless. If he makes a target, he will never lose it. Powerful Lord. And then, apahaya ragudvayam anyamaham nakatanchana kanchana jatu bhaje. He is the Lord whom I will never give up, I will worship. This is a prayer for Lord Rama. For Krishna, this is another prayer. Kalavenu rabhava shagopa vadu shatakoti britatsmara koti samat pratipalla vimata sukadat vasudeva sutanna parankalaye. So this is about how powerful is Krishna's flute. So when he plays on his flute, the gopas, the gopis, even the animals like cows, it is said cows have their grass in their mouth, but as soon as the flute starts, immediately their ears are on. Because they are drinking nectar through the ears, they forget this nectar from their mouth. And the calves are drinking milk from the cow's udders. So when they hear the flute sound, they stop drinking milk because they are wondering which nectar to take, this side or this side. And when Krishna's flute stops, then they continue drinking milk. So like that, he plays very beautifully. And he's called as Smara, he said, which means Krishna is called as the original Kamadev. The reason is, he attracts all jivas. Just like I told you, deers, peacocks, monkeys, gopis, everybody. Whereas the Kamadev in this material world, he attracts only between male, female. He will make a boy attracted to a girl. You will make a cockroach attracted to cockroachini, share to shareni, more to morni. Like that. Only male, female attraction he can create, this fellow. Therefore, he is called Nakli Kamadev. Krishna is Asali Kamadev. Because Krishna's In fact, if somebody becomes attracted to Krishna madly, he is glorified as a saintly person, correct now? That Chaitanya is glorified, isn't it? In this world, Kamadev creates attraction which is condemned by many people, isn't it? Imagine if a boy and girl eloped away, all parents, everybody will be yelling, shouting. So, I have made a complete table between Asli Kamadev. I'll show you. Asli Kamadev, Nakli Kamadev, one table I have made. See here? See, he's coming. See, this is Kamadev in this world is Jiva, whereas Krishna is Supreme Lord. He creates attraction between male, female of same species, correct now? But Krishna attracts all Jivas, Gopas, Gopis, animals, birds, everybody. This fellow was burned by Shiva, correct? Defeated by Naranarayana. Whereas Krishna attracts all Jivas directly because they are pure devotees and indirectly through Maya's allurements, correct now? And this Kamadev is not supreme. He is one of the demigods, whereas Krishna is Supreme Lord. No one equal or greater than him. And this fellow creates illusory attraction that ends in frustration, whereas Krishna attracts pure, unmotivated, uninterrupted love of the Jivas. Then, this fellow is Nakli Kamadev, see, he is Asli Kamadev. And material attraction and attachment that are pain-producing, correct, no? What's that? Bhogatyag and Chapala Sukh. Correct, no? He gives. Whereas this spiritual attraction attachments are the bliss-producing. This Kamadev can control only Jivas. Whereas Krishna attracts even Lakshmi, Shiva, Narada to participate in rasa dance. We will do that, talk about it day after tomorrow. And this Kamadev is ignored by Acharyas. Whereas Krishna is fondly loved and worshipped by all Acharyas. Correct, no? Male-female relationship, material world is condemned if one gets into it due to Madan's incitement. Sometimes if a man became attached to a woman or a woman became attached to a man, they go behind him, then they're beaten up also sometimes, isn't it? Whereas Krishna's Rasalila is glorified by great sages like Narada and Jiva Goswami, great souls. You got an idea, no? Is clear? Now it's getting late for your prasadam now. We are going to stop here with this. Okay. One last thing we will say and we will leave it. See, this is Lord Ramachandra. Lord Rama, how is Rama different from Narayana? You will see, Lord Rama is little more intimate than Narayana. Narayana is very reverential, Rama is more intimate. See, Rama is taking Maryada Purushottam. He is taking help of Guha to cross the river. He is taking help of Vanaras to find Sita. He is taking help of Vanaras to fight the battle with Ravana. That means he depends on his devotees. Vishnu, does he depend? Vishnu says, any problem, come here. I am here, don't fear. That is Vishnu. Whereas Lord Ram depends on his devotees. So, when a great person depends on a younger person, love is awakened by that. You see, Lord Ram charms the heart of devotees by depending on them for crossing river, crossing ocean and all that. Correct, no? Yeah. And then we come to Krishna. Krishna is the original Vishnu. Vishnu Pitama says that. He says, Yeshave Bhagavan Sakshat Adyo Narayana. He's the original Narayana is Krishna, he's telling. Although Krishna is also the Purushottama, like original Purushottama from whom Rama and Narayana comes, but still in Dwaraka, his situation in Dwaraka is like a king, like I showed you. Narada went to all the palaces. Krishna was living a royal life in all these palaces. Narada saw big, big palaces. See, there are festivals celebrated in Dwaraka. Whereas in Vrindavan,
Hey, what do you want, my fine feathered friends? Ah, I see. What shall I play then? An excellent choice. You are as gracious as you are beautiful. I will wear it with honor.
See, generally, you may expect God to be a very busy person, you know. He has to send some Narasimha avatar to one planet and Vamana avatar to another universe, isn't it? But here, God is sitting under a tree, on a rock, and that too very casually calling the peacocks and having a fun time. So, out of the three, Vishnu, Ram, and Krishna, who is most intimate? Yeah, you can see that. He's asking, what do you want me to do? Instead of telling peacock, I am God, serve me, he's saying, what can I do for you? He's asking. And they're requesting, please play this tune. And then what is it? Excellent choice. He's appreciating them, isn't it? And serving them by playing the tune. And then accepting their, love by accepting it on his head. So, Saushilita, Krishna's qualities are extraordinary. That's why he has 4 special qualities.
मैंने इसे मना किया और इससे माखन वापस ले लाता।
Mother and father, whereas Krishna has mother Yashoda, correct now? He's controlled by his mother and father. We will understand it more tomorrow about it. Is Venu Madhuri? Rupa Madhuri. There are 4. We'll recite this verse tomorrow. I'll stop with this. This verse is important. We'll recite that tomorrow and then we'll continue. You all have to go and take prasad and take rest. Shri Prabhupada ki